Okay. If I haven't, oh man, I got cotton mouth. If I haven't done the video about the time my dad caved my head in, um, beware. Okay. It kind of starts off with, oh, we were on Welsh Court. And, um, that's in Simi Valley. I don't know. I don't know what year. Junior high. I don't know. Sorry. Um, okay. So, I'd been stuffing newspapers all night. And, we, we went and threw papers, then we came home, went to sleep, then we went to go throw the papers. It was probably around Thanksgiving. Okay? And, oh, I remember. It was after we got in that car accident with my mom, and there were like 7 of us in the car. Um, it was a really bad accident, too. But anyway, it was like a couple months after that. Alright. So those of you who want to look shit up, that's it. Alright. Um, let's see. It was, my mom was sick, and I had been, Dad went to work, went to sleep, left the house. I don't know. And I'd been taking care of my mom, who was sick and on the couch, and I'd been, fussing over him. And before my dad left, he told me to do the dishes. All right. So, yeah, do the dishes. Anyway, I was putzing about and continuing to putz about. Isn't that what a kid does? And I was taking care of mom, and I was talking on the phone with my friends, and, it must have been, yeah, it had to have been like fall break because, yeah, everyone was out of school. So I'm talking on the phone with my friend, and I'm goofing off, and, being a kid. And I didn't do the dishes. All right, I had started to do the dishes like 3 times. Okay, I'm well, now they call it ADHD. Attention deficit disorder with dyslexia. Okay? So, and I hadn't been taking my pills. So, there you go. I'm putzing off. And my dad came home and he was upset, and I knew that. And him and mom got in a fight. And it was a real quick argument fight, and he went to bed. Anyway, so I figured, okay. And so I'm talking on the phone again with my girlfriend, and we're just chit chatting, and there's cold water in the sink and dishes and everything. And I'm on the phone with her, and I was drinking my dad's sweet and sour mix. It's a mixer to make Tom Collins with. Anyway, and I was drinking it because it tastes like lemonade. Okay. And I had set it down on the counter, and Dad came up from behind me, grabbed the bottle, and smashed it over my head. Now, you would think that it happens like it does in the movies and the bottle shatters. Hell no. It took like 4 times for that bottle to break. And then he picked me up by the head of my hair, and he took me to the sink, and there was like this knife, and he like turned the hot water on, and he's like, the fucking water is cold, and he's like losing his shit. And there's this butcher knife, and it's sitting so that the knife part is up this way, and he starts taking my head and shoving it into the sink, and he'd pull my head out so I could breathe, and every time I'm trying to keep from hitting the back of my head that he's already bashed in with a bottle into the tap, and trying to keep my face from getting smashed in by what, okay, it might have been a steak knife, God only fucking knows. In my kid brain, it was a fucking butcher knife. And trying to miss that. And then, you know, I don't know what happened. He threw me on the floor and he kicked me, and I was gone. I was just gone. And I'm sitting on the top of the kitchen, and my brother is sitting next to me. And he died at 9 months old. I know it was him. And another spirit, an angel on the other side. And I'm watching this happen to me. And my father's kicking me in the stomach now. And this angel's telling me that I don't have to stay. I don't have to live through this. And there's all this warmth. And I'm like, but what will happen to my mother and my family? And what about my life? And I said, you know, I got a lot of insight that nobody's ever going to believe. But, shit. Yeah.
Thank you.
And then close my door, please.
Can I get one for Dina?
Yes, please. Close my door. Thank you. I don't ever want to have to tell it again. Where was I? Oh yeah, I was on the ceiling. And I got so much knowledge that I couldn't understand. Things like, I chose my mom and dad. I chose them. And other lives. And flashes. And I asked why I chose them. And they said to help them. And I said, this was never intended. This much pain was never intended. Why the rest of it was intended, I don't know. But this much was not intended. And I don't know how, but it stopped. My mom broke it up, I think. But then my mom told me that she was going to take my father to the hospital, and I'm like, huh? Well, what? And yeah. Anyway, so I'm like, there's a puddle of blood on the floor, and yeah, okay. But she was going to take him to go get him committed in the mental institution. And they were gone. for what seems an eternity. And, I cleaned up the mess. And,
Hi, Grandma.
what?
Can I have a snack?
Kimmy got you one. Go on.
But Ruthie took it.
Well, then get a snack and go.
I don't like.
Close my door. And then I went and took a bath. It took two body towels wrapped around my head to get my head to stop bleeding. And I soaked in the tub and tried to wash my hair. Had to rinse the tub twice. And my mom came home and came in the bathroom then. I don't know how long had passed. Could have been minutes, could have been hours. Don't know. But she said that she couldn't do it. They would lock him up and throw away the key, and she would never, ever, 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 ever see him again. And I'm like, can I go to the doctor now? And my mom says, we can't take you to the doctor. They'll arrest your dad. And we don't want that. Okay, go to bed now. Okay. Hey, I didn't go into a coma. I don't know. There's a bunch of dents in my head, and none of them came from the car accident. I got a dislocated shoulder from that. Yeah, well, you know, if you can handle that one, maybe someday I'll tell you all about the worst day of my life. But not now. I'm done. I've had all these memories pouring in my head, and I don't like it. So I'm going to change the channel in my brain and crank up the music some more. And I doubt anybody will ever see this, but it's part of my vlog. It's there. Unbelievable. I know. Thank you, God. Bye.